I have a colleague who is a friend and colleague at Carnegie Mellon who has also been working on a project to empower the disabled. Her project is to aid the visually impaired, and what she did was she developed a portable barcode-based solution that has both internet and Bluetooth-enabled smartphone to aid in grocery shopping, so that you can scan an item using its barcode and have the item audibly spoken what it is, allowing people to be more independent. There's also neurobotics is a huge field, prosthetic implants that are directly connected to the nervous system. So I was reading about a firefighter that has an artificial arm equipped with sensors in the latex fingers that can register hot and cold, then an electronic interface in the limb that stimulates the nerve endings in the upper arm and then pass the information to his brain. So he's able to do very discrete and fine tasks with this prosthetic arm. There's also possibilities, and this is further in the future, but possibilities to treat age-related blindness by bypassing the photoreceptors of the eye with a signal from a digital camera that then goes directly to the visual system. And so these are exciting technologies. And again, they're very interdisciplinary. Many different fields are involved. Conserving artwork. So during the restoration of Michelangelo's frescoes in the Sistine Chapel, computers were used to survey the ceiling, find the cracks, do a precise map of the surface and the frescoes, and that allowed then computers to model the entire surface, including the humidity that's generated when you have 1,000 people in this area looking at these frescoes. And so that led to a computer-controlled climate system that allows people to be comfortable while they're looking at this great work of art, and also the preservation of that art. Restoration of paintings also is using technologies such as infrared reflectography, ultraviolet imaging, and X-radiology. So that's another exciting area. Reckless driving, and by reckless I mean W-R-E-C-K, so without collision. And there was recently a DARPA urban challenge, so not the ground challenge that you may already be familiar with, but the urban challenge, and it required teams to build an autonomous vehicle that could drive in traffic in an urban environment and do merging and passing and parking and negotiating intersections on its own. And so in those vehicles actually interacted with both manned and unmanned vehicle traffic in that urban environment. On a smaller scale, I recently saw an ad for a Lexus automated parking option for $1,000 that'll park your car for you. Medical information systems. This is another huge area. Predictive, preventive, and personalized medicine. Healthcare is a lot still on paper. We have a need for secure online health information service. Information that would be shared to provide the best possible care wherever you are. There's huge implications for medical care in the developing world and for medical missions. But there's also huge concern about the privacy of those medical records, right? And who has access to that information. Those are areas, questions that we deal with in computer science, and particularly my area of computer science that intersects with security. Empowering, and this is my final example, and this is an exciting one as well, empowering the developing world. So the 3 billion or so people in the rural developing world need the same information that we do. They need new opportunities for business and finance. They need government services and programs. They need informed, consistent health care, education for personal and societal advancement, and an infrastructure to provide some of that, such as power and connectivity. the Jahai Foundation in Laos was founded to raise the standard of living in rural Laos by developing an export economy for that region. And when they asked what they wanted next, the villagers said they wanted access to the internet. And the reason why is they wanted to learn the prices before taking their crops to the nearest market, which was 35 kilometers away. They wanted also to learn about the market abroad to make better decisions about what crops to grow. And so this foundation, the Jahai Foundation, had a project to design a low-power computer that can survive dirt and heat and immersion in water. And the project uses flash memory instead of disk drive because there's no moving parts and it's more rugged. An LCD display for low power. And the power is supplied by a car battery, which can be charged by turning a bicycle crank. The communication is done by wireless and antennas and repeater stations that are then powered by solar cells. And so this is just a limited overview and just really even a sample of what's going on a global scale. But I still want to maintain that just as technology is connecting the world, drawing the world together, computer science is also serving to connect the academic disciplines, drawing them together and impacting us all on a global level. Thanks.